Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Zafar Show. Thank you so much. Thank you. Today we're going to be discussing the last 3 points. Thank you. We're going to talk about the last 3 points of the peace plan. We're going to say exactly if it's going to happen or not. We're going to talk about what are the glitches. We'll be right back with you. Thank you. Thank you for coming back. We're going to talk about the last 3 points of the peace plan. Number 18, an interfaith dialogue process will be established based on the values of tolerance and peaceful coexistence to try and change mindsets and narratives of Palestinians and Israelis by emphasizing the benefits that can be derived from peace. Sounds so good. I feel like I want to be in that dialogue. So number 18 is saying there must be a dialogue between these two entities. They need to talk to each other. No more just weapons, missiles, killing, suicide bomb. Nobody's going to win. Israel, we know you have the military power, but you will not have security. That's what you learned from the last 77 years. So if you finally want to have security, we're going to have to talk. We're going to have to talk it out. We're going to have a dialogue. We're going to finally have to listen to the other side to see why are you upset? What's going on? Because at the end, both people just want what, ladies and gentlemen? Eat ice cream and take your children to school peacefully. All right. So let's go to number 19. While Gaza redevelopment advances and when the PA reform program is faithfully carried out, the conditions may finally be in place for a credible pathway to Palestinian self-determination and statehood, which we recognize as the aspiration of the Palestinian people. Great. Hallelujah. Finally, there is a recognition that these Palestinians, they want to decide their own future by themselves. They want a separate, independent state. They want to be equal as human beings. Israelis, you don't want to give them citizenship. You don't want to give them Israeli citizenship, like we spoke about it in episode 6. You are worrying about the votes. You're worrying they're going to vote because they're almost 9 million. You're 9 million. You don't want to risk that. So yes, the only thing that's left on the table for you, accept what is ugly, accept the oppression, accept, keep torturing these people for years and years. The only solution left is to give them a state. And you cannot be taking all the land. Take. You already took from 48 to 67 lot. Now we're talking about, ladies, 25% left. That's it. That's what we want for Palestinians. Just 25% of what was before 1948, ladies. 25% for the Palestinians. That's all we want. That's it. And even that, there is a fight about it. And a lot of radical Israelis, they say, no, this is the Holy Land. This is our land. We're going to take it from the river to the sea. It is what it is. Well, guess what? You're not going to get security. And not only that, now the whole world is watching you. You don't want to be the black sheep in the world. I mean, now Israelis are advised to not tell their nationality when they go abroad. Can you believe it? They cannot say, hey, we are from Israel. Proudly say, hey, I am from Israel. I represent my nation. They cannot do that anymore. They're scared of their lives. They're scared of the judgment they're going to get immediately. Why? Because their army is killing everybody, children, women, elder, the civilians. It's just too much reputation, guys. Seriously, let's act as a civilized society. Let's apologize for the Palestinians. Tell them sorry for what happened to you. Let's compensate whoever got damaged. Like this Israeli journalist, there's a lot of Israelis that are for the Palestinians, that are for humanity. He was saying, well, these Palestinians, they need mental therapy, but we're far from that to offer them some mental therapy help. First, they need the shelter. First, they need food. First, they need a blanket. First, they just need a tent doesn't have a hole. We are almost in the winter now. And how cold is it in there? Imagine. And these guys have no shelters. They're in the streets. No heaters, no electricity, no nothing. And not only that, no sewage. I'm talking about infrastructure. There is no sewage, no nothing. I mean, the fact that these people really attached to that land, all my respect to that. You really did not want to leave it, and you're not going to leave it because you proved many people that thought that you're going to be cleansed from that area, you proved them wrong. And guess what? When we saw all those millions going back to Gaza, when we saw that street full of people going back, That was a happy moment. Everybody in the world was cheering. Everybody was saying, yes, finally, the Palestinians are not going to be exterminated. Finally, the Palestinians are not going to stay in their city. They're going to stay in their territory. Finally, yes, it is not the perfect place to be at, but guess what? You decided you want to stay there and you're going to be there forever. My hat to you, Palestinians. So point number 19, we're talking about statehood. That's where I see the promise for the statehood. So point number 19, ladies and gentlemen, is very promising. We need to take it as a positive way. What it says is if everybody complies with the rules, if there is peace in the region, if there's demilitarization, if Hamas does not want to take a role in the governance, then Palestinians can have their own peace. And I do not blame Israelis when they want to have peace themselves. But if that's really where we're going to get to, Palestinians, we apologize for what happened. Now let's move on. There was an October 7 massacre. We understand that. But there was a huge massacre, I believe, way more bigger massacre after October 7 that happened from the Israelis. Now it's time to just shake hands, say enough, and just move on. These Israelis, give them that 25% of the land, 67 borders. Palestinians, please accept what you got. I understand it is not a fair deal. I understand you've been kicked out of your land, but that's what's going to bring us peace right now. And Palestinians are saying yes. Ask Dr. Mustafa Barghouti. Ask so many Palestinians. They say the same thing. They say we're okay with the 67 borders as long as we have peace. They want to have peace too. They want to take their children to school and eat some ice cream as well, I believe. Yeah, that's the case. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to our last point, number 20. Number 20, the United States will establish a dialogue between Israel and Palestinians to agree on a political horizon for peaceful and prosperous coexistence. Sounds so good. So good. Coexistence. Basically, the United States will be the one negotiating. That's what they are saying. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the 20 points. I think the only glitch that we have here is Hamas disarmament. Hamas, they say yes. From what I hear from the experts, Hamas are saying, yes, we will give our weapons, but we will give them only to a Palestinian authority. Okay. The Israelis, they're saying there will be no Palestinian authority before you give your weapons. So this is where the glitch is on the demilitarization. Hamas is saying, we're going to get out of this political scene. We're going to get out of the armament scene. We're going to give everything. But why are we going to give all that? Are we going to give it just a gift? The guarantee from the other side that we're going to be safe. If you're going to give up your weapons just to be slaughtered, why would you give up your weapons? You want to give up your weapons if there is a guarantee that there will be safety finally, and there will be security for the region. Then they say, we will give our weapons to a Palestinian authority who's going to overlook everything. So, ladies and gentlemen, the solution that I see from both sides is as long as Hamas doesn't get involved. Some say it's okay to be involved in politics. Some say, no, they shouldn't be involved. As you saw on the plan, he says directly or indirectly, which means they don't want him out at all. And they said, we're going to give you amnesty, or the other ones, they can leave. And I'm telling you guys, if you get amnesty and you stay there, they're going to still watch you. They're going to see, did he really mean that amnesty or not? Just the fact to be watched, it is not a comfortable feeling. That's why I'm saying for those Hamas members, please just leave. Live a good life, a comfortable life with your children. Eat ice cream, take your children to school peacefully. Let the other millions also live. Make a state, finally, an independent state where everybody loves everybody and everybody become prosperous together. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. And we'll be back with you with another exciting episode. Please remember to subscribe, leave comments, push that like button. And I cannot tell you how much I'm grateful for you, ladies and gentlemen, because without you, this show will not go anywhere. This show is up to you. Either you're going to make it happen or you're not going to make it happen. So please share with everybody. Spread the word of love. Spread the word of peace. Spread the word of freedom. Spread the word of equality. You know, I want to do like Dr. Martin Luther King. I have a dream. I have a dream. One day everybody will be equal. I have a dream we'll have peace. I have a dream everyone will treat everyone as they want to be treated themselves. I have a dream there will be no more wars. I have a dream everybody can be healthy enough and go to school peacefully and eat ice cream. I have a dream that everybody can dance, laugh, cheer, have fun. I have a dream that most budget go for schools, hospitals, playgrounds, the quality of life, social health care. I have a dream that we can reach 1 million subscribers before the end of the year. I have a dream. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.
Thank you.